I tried to learn GameSense by watching Woohoojin for 7 days straight. Also, I can become immortal and play with my friends. I'm Ascendant too, but I want to reach immortal, because if I don't, I'll miss the chance to play in a monthly tournament where you can win upwards of $2,000. But the obstacle standing in my way isn't the enemy, but my game sense. If I wanted to reach this goal in a short amount of time, I needed to learn, and there's nothing that can help you learn more than
Here come Woohoojin, shit what up. Here come Woohoojin, shit what up. Here come Woohoojin, shit what up.
Woohoojin, a top-notch coach that you definitely have heard of.
You guys don't know who Woohoojin is.
Woohoojin.
In my opinion, he is the best Valorant coach in the game right now.
He goes through any lengths to make sure students learn, adapt, and grow. Literally, you can gain so much information from one video alone. So what would happen if I scoured the internet looking for videos that could help me and you improve as players? And that total amounted to 650 minutes, which is almost 60 hours. Which obviously I didn't watch them all. But the videos I did watch pushed me to heights that I didn't expect to challenge so soon. From going triple negative to raising up my immortal friend.
Of course.
One enemy remaining.
Holy fuck, you're insane!
It was a pretty eventful couple of days, but before we can get to these peaks, we have to start at the bottom. Out of all these numbers, the only one I wanted to start improving on is this one, damage dealt around. It's basically damage dealt and received span across the games you've played. Cause in my mind, it's just the easiest one to start improving on. And in terms of dealing damage, only one agent came to mind.
This is where Raze excels. Raze utility gives her a direct advantage in duel. A lot of the time, you just get forced into a suboptimal fight.
So that's my goal, forcing awkward fights on the enemy. Reyna has spotted U-Haul.
I died.
Phoenix is pushing up the Sky Dog. If I was Reyna, I'd be trying to regroup with my team, but I won't let that happen. I want to apologize to my past teammates for realizing this so late. I don't have to be the one taking the fight. I just need to make it awkward.
Maybe he's shower side.
I'm smoking heaven for you. Heaven smoked.
Wow, man, that was pretty sick, right? Oh man, I sure hope so, because after that kill, I had 0 impact. Regardless of what I was cooking, I'm simply not proficient on Raze. So every time I tried forcing a bad fight on the enemy,
Okay, I'll TP.
what? But this was good, because it made me realize that this gap in skill won't be filled by simply chasing the agent I played. Everything I could do on Raze is something I could have done on a different agent. The only difference is that I need to know how, but I can't get too comfortable, because there's another flaw in my gameplay. Something that I don't fix, I'll never win $2,000 playing Valorant. And believe me, it's the last thing you would expect. If you showed me these two clips side by side and told me they were the same player, I simply wouldn't believe you. But the fact of the matter is, my aim was just actual dog shit, which is so incredibly strange to me. Literally my favorite aspect, as well as my strongest attribute, is my aim. So how someone like me, a man with hundreds of hours in aim training, look like a noob in the real deal? Turns out Woohoojin actually had an answer for this.
The answer is anticipation. Because in this scenario, you're not peeking a very likely threat. You get caught off guard by it and you have to hit a crazy flick and you get panicked. Try not to click until you think you're on the enemy's head. You're not doing that here.
It's called anticipation. If the pro can't anticipate a play, even an iron could kill them. Fighting duels is like a mini game of percentages. A lot of things can influence the odds, like agents, guns, utility, and ults. For example, it's pistol round, and they have a jet in the sky. It's usual for people to do sight hits, so all I want is an audio cue so I can pre-fire this point. Well, it seems like I've been caught off guard, but luckily for me, I wasn't completely shocked by someone being here. Compared to last game, this was a literal snooze fest.
Dude, I'm...
Check your leg.
He rap 7. That guy rap 7.
While I was playing, my Immortal 3 friend Shogatsu gave me a comm that's making me change how I view the game. It may seem simple, but I totally forgot that the enemy team are human beings as well.
One enemy remaining.
Stop buying it for.
Player standing.
Nice one. One shot.
Nice.
Which really makes me think about how competitive Valorant is. Every time you play, you fight to steal another human's elo. Oh well. The only reason I'm including this into the video is because my friends would probably want my audience to be aware of my performance this game, because it was pretty bad. But I was pretty confident I can get my elo back, until I realized the map I got queued up for. Breeze. My most iffy map with a whopping 35% win rate. But Breeze won't take me down this time, because I had 2 aces in the hole, Woohoojin and Valorant Track. Woohoojin basically gave me a rundown on how to play this map.
Time to talk Breeze, chat. We need to talk about the mini game. Every map has its own set of win conditions variations in playstyles, and once you understand what those are, it makes it easier to think about the map. What you need to notice about this map is the main entry points on the sites are really wide open, awkward chokes. If mid is locked down, well then they have to push through these awkward chokes. Does that make sense? So the defense is constantly trying to pressure the attack into feeling like their only valid way to push through is 5-stack A main or 5-stack B main. If the defense succeeds in doing that, they have a huge advantage.
I started following through and pushed mid every single round. And we won every single round. Fuck. I thought it was gonna be okay, almost every single round, but we dominated our half. And as per usual, I was being showcased a brand new world of Valorant, and I won that game like it was nothing. But remember that one problem I had a few games ago? If you showed me these two clips side by side and told me they were the same players, how would someone like me, a man with hundreds of hours in aim training, look like a noob in the real deal? I had my moments where my aim was quick and decisive, but overall, I felt like a silver, and a harsh realization began to set in. If I don't manage to get over my lack of composure and unreadiness in gunfights, forget Immortal, I'll never get past Ascendant 2. But the harder I tried focusing on composure and readiness, the more basic information slipped past me, and I really started becoming a silver player. I lost and ended the session Ascendant 2, 8RR. Needless to say, I was at an all-time low. But the Valorant gods decided to bless me with a teammate that was ranked in the top 9,000 last stack. I was dead set on performing and closing the learning gap between me and my future rivals.
Almost gonna be mid, almost gonna be mid.
But as per usual, I was a lost puppy. There's a point in every player's life where you've got to decide that enough is enough. My duo has already made a play in this environment. The one being left behind is me. Am I really satisfied by this, Dashi? Will I really let my story end here? Especially when there's so much support? One?
Bro is talented. I'm proud of your hard work. Do it for Gojo. Get your power to your full potential. We're waiting up here in Immortal for you, Doshi.
Tap!
Nice job.
That was the kill I needed to not only get out of that slump, but a clean example of anticipation at work. Despite that high point, I still had some ways to go, but this definitely was a start for a new and improved Dashi. First started making this video, I made the decision not to aim train so I can rely more on my positioning, but this deathmatch called my name. I made an exercise where I pretended, no, believed, that I was in a real game. After a while, I started to see potential.
You were so patient. It's a fucking deathmatch.
But before I can explore it further, I decided to go straight into the action in my final ranked session with 40RR as Ascendant 2. But this game felt different. The map felt different. My eyes felt different. They have a Chamber, Sova, Brimstone, Raze, and Yoru. The enemies I expect to play showers are either Chamber, Raze, and Yoru. Regardless of who, it's obvious that 2 of the 3 agents are gonna wide swing. Crap, I forgot to comment what I was thinking the sky. But at least, my read was correct. You wanna fight this? I know you wanna fight this. If I keep the pre-fire going, I just know with everything I've been through, I'm an easy kill for your headhunter, right?
GG's, guys.
Which allowed me to get the 60RR, the 70RR, and then
rage and hatred.
90RR, which put me 10 elo away from Ascendant 3. And I want to say it was a struggle, but it really wasn't. I'm in complete control of these duels. And since my aim won't fail me in the easy moment, it gives my mouse control a chance to really shine in hard mode.
What's that? Your eyes Ascendant 3?
Yeah. Ascendant 3!
Let's go, let's go.
Which landed me 90RR away from the red rank.